All right, shout out to Hyperlist for this question. I hope I didn't mess your name up, but anyway, so the question is basically asking about the profit and loss on the Sierra chart DOM in comparison to TradeStation DOM. So the way I'm going to answer this is I'm just going to show you what's available in Sierra charts DOM. So I have a DOM up, and over here on the left, we can see the profit and loss information that's next to all of our trading buttons. This is the default stuff. At the top, you have your position information. It'll tell you how many contracts you have open in the position, as well as the average price. And then below that, you have the position profit and loss. And then below that, you have your daily profit and loss. So you can change some of these settings. And the way that you will do that is by going into chart settings. And under the trading tab, you have a couple settings that you can change in relation to the profit and loss. The ones I want to mention, this one is kind of related to it. So where you can have this trade window, you can put it on the right side of the DOM. So if I over here where it says attach trade window to right side, if I click on it and go to yes, then apply, you can see that moves your trade window over to the right. I'm gonna move it back to the left. And another thing I want to point out here is the profit and loss format. So if I click on this, I can change it to, so right now it's on currency value, but if I want to change it to points or anything else, I have a couple options here. So there's some more stuff in there, but that's the main things I want to point out in relation to the profit and loss. So those are basic settings. Now also inside of the DOM, you have a study that you can use. So if you go back to chart, go to studies, and there's a study here, trading profit loss text. I'm gonna add that in there. And just by default, if I hit apply, you can see that it adds a box here with profit and loss information. So if I go into the settings, you can change some of these settings around. You can change the position of where this is placed. So let me just, if I just click on that, and let me just say 50. Hit apply, so you can see how that changes. You can change the horizontal and the vertical position of it. And there's some more changes that you can make in here. Like you can do the same currency value. You can do the same profit loss display format. You can change that there. Another thing I want to mention is you have some more information that you can add to this profit and loss study. So you can add like the total trades, the quantity field, all these settings down here. You can change the color of it if you want. Some of these settings, if you click on them and if you turn them on, they won't show until you're in an actual position. So for example, if I click on the show current trade time duration and I turn it on, click yes, I'm gonna hit apply. So you see nothing changes. But to illustrate how this will work, I'm gonna turn on replay mode, because right now the market is closed, so I need to use replay to show this. Hit play. All right, so I'm just gonna arbitrarily buy. So you can see once I click buy and I'm in a position now, I can see the time duration there, right? And then and that's just for this position. So if I close this position, now it goes away. It won't show until you're in an actual position. So that's how you can adjust the profit and loss information with Sierra chart. Is quite a bit of customization that you can do using the studies. It's really basic with the chart settings, but that's pretty much everything that you can do in terms of the profit and loss with the Sierra chart DOM. All right, so I hope that helped and answered your question. Got any more questions? Go ahead and leave that in the comments below. Until the next one, trade it easy.